The WWE Draft starts next Friday. I'm super excited. I wanted to make a draft predictions video. I didn't want it to be super long, so let's get started. Roman Reigns stays on SmackDown. The Usos also stay on SmackDown. Damian Priest takes the United States title to the blue brand. AJ and Omos get drafted and eventually split up. Drew McIntyre gets drafted to SmackDown 2. Brock Lesnar officially is a SmackDown star. Keith Lee gets drafted to SmackDown. And of course, Jeff Hardy too. It's gotta happen. And I really think that would work. Bring his Willow character back as well. That would be great. And Rey and Dominic Mysterio stay on SmackDown, eventually splitting up and having that story on Friday nights. Raw drafts WWE Champion Big E. Finn Balor is the second draft pick. And Shinsuke Nakamura takes Rick Boogs and the IC title over to Monday nights too. RK Bro stay on the red brands as tag team champions. Edge gets officially drafted to Monday Night Raw as well. I think that would be a pretty cool way to play it out for Edge. Kevin Owens goes to Raw. Not only Owens, but Sami Zayn as well. I think that would be a really good pick for them. Do that whole conspiracy theory stuff again. That was great. The Street Profits go to Monday night. And Bobby Lashley stays on Raw. But as you notice, he's drafted quite late. Former WWE champion feels disrespected. Use that. Let him be angry. Let him go out there and kick everybody's ass because he is number one. That would be a cool story to play off. SmackDown keeps Seth Rollins. That's vital. Sheamus goes to the blue brand for sure. Definitely. Happy Corbin. I think he should stay on Friday nights for now at least. Cameron Grimes. I'd put him on SmackDown and do a story with Corbin. Harry Smith, who's meant to be debuting any moment now for the WWE on the main roster. I would definitely put him on the blue brand. Let him have some big old feuds over there. That would be kind of cool for sure. I would then put Elias, or whatever the new incarnation of Elias is, on the blue brand too. I think there's more interest on SmackDown right now. Get the new character working and over. That would be a great first move for the new Elias. And I would draft this dude so early so he seems like a megastar. Ricochet. I would build Ricochet to be a main eventer on the blue brand. Easy. I think it's easy for them to do that. And finally, Bobby Roode by himself. Karrion Kross and Scarlett together on Monday Night Raw. Please, The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston stay on Monday nights with Big E. Dolph Ziggler to Raw. I'd love to see Dolph Ziggler get a solo push and basically put other people over. Go for it. A huge NXT call-up for LA Knight. I think it'd be great. Imagine him in a promo battle with Kevin Owens. That would be sound. I would love to see it. I'd then put Cesaro onto Raw too. I would also keep Jinder Mahal and his friends on Raw for sure. And then Austin Theory gets called up to Raw. Do that. John Morrison stays on red brand, and so does The Miz. Now, for the purposes of this video, I decided to do the women's draft separate from the men's. WWE do not do that. They will intertwine them throughout the night, and I think that's definitely the best way to do it. Honestly, it's just easier for editing and bringing it all together purposes to do it separately. So on to the women. Becky Lynch stays on SmackDown with the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair heads over to the blue brand. Perfect. Shayna Baszler. I think she definitely needs a new start. Bayley. I'd keep Bayley on SmackDown too just because of Michael Cole. It's got to happen, hasn't it? Carmella can stay on SmackDown as well. Mia Yim definitely needs to be officially drafted, officially then used. Doudrop, I would put on SmackDown. Get her away from Eva Marie, because that's just going to go on forever. Asuka, I would keep her on SmackDown. Have it be like SmackDown stole her from Raw as well. That would be kind of cool. I'd like to see them sort of be a big win for Asuka. Tegan and Shotzi can stay on the blue brand too. I'd keep Alexa Bliss as Raw Women's Champion on Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair can head over from SmackDown, draft her to Monday nights. That would be perfect. Rhea and Nikki, the women's tag team champions, can stay on the red brand. And then I would bring across Dakota Kai from NXT. Liv Morgan officially gets drafted to Raw as well. And then I would bring Sasha Banks, as Raw sort of is happy they've drafted Asuka. Bring Sasha to Raw. That would be huge for Red Brand. Natalya and Tamina I'd put on Raw at the same time. And then Aaliyah would get a call up as well for me on the Red Brand for sure. And Xia Li. I'm really excited to see Xia Li on the main roster. Now, WWE don't draft everyone on these 2 nights. There is always a few that don't get drafted. And those drafts happen on WWE.com after the show. And this is what I would do with that. I would have the first pick be Eva Marie and then have her boast on social media how she was the very first draft pick. That's what I would do. Naomi, I hate to say it, but do it because it's good for her story that no one wanted her. And maybe you could say Sonya Deville screwed her a little bit. And this is the reason why she's not getting the opportunities. Use her story to your advantage. And then everyone else, as you see on screen, gets drafted to their respected new shows, old shows, whatever way it looks on the paper. Honestly, there's so many different drafts. That's the way I'll just keep it. Mainly the same, to be fair. I'd definitely put Cedric Alexander on SmackDown, though. If you're looking for someone you can start building up from the ground up, Cedric Alexander is that perfect person. If you're putting people like Ricochet and AJ Styles on SmackDown, there's some dream matches right there where Cedric Alexander could have some spotlight matches, some great time on the blue brand, and hell, actually hopefully get over, and people then maybe hopefully want to see him, and WWE continue to use him. Anyone I've not drafted, including Nia Jax and Lacey Evans and people like that, I would completely not draft. Especially Nia. Nia is completely out of action now, according to the WWE. And I think when you return her, you don't want to know where she's coming back or who she's coming back for. Will she go to SmackDown and go after Shayna? Or will she go back to Raw? Who knows? We will find out. But that's what I would do. I would leave them open and let them do it. I would also keep someone like Zelina Vega a free agent. Have Zelina literally wrestle on both Raw and SmackDown, winning every match she's in, and then eventually signing with either SmackDown or Raw, and that way she feels like a bigger deal. You give her the exposure, you give her the matches, it would work. But that is my draft prediction for 2021. Let me know your thoughts and who you want to go where in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you as always next time. Peace!